Right, part two. Where was I? Oh yeah, Stephen J. Humphrey, former independent parliamentary candidate, walking through some really nice undergrowth. Anyway, as I was saying, we basically need to unite and persuade the majority of people to vote for us. And if us, we the people, are asking for fundamental reform, and reform in itself is changing things so that they work better, so that they no longer exclude us from the parliamentary issues, and we have a say in what happens to us. For years and years we've been excluded from the parliamentary debate unless we form a selected audience, and there's very little controversy on the telly. I mean, you look at Question Time, for example. I tried looking for my appearance on Question Time last year. What was it, July? I can't remember when I was on. March, was it? March 2009, when I asked Harriet Harman about fascist, if we are governed by a fascist pig dictatorship. And it was deleted. It's not on, you can't find it on iPlayer. And I knew at the time I should have recorded it on a camera, but I didn't. I trusted the BBC to archive it, and now I suppose I'll have to do a Freedom of Information request and try and find it some other time. But there's an example. Okay, let's assume, let's get Harriet Harman, David Cameron, Nick Clegg, Nigel Farage, Caroline Lucas and myself into a parliamentary debate Question Time, right? And let's look at the evidence. Let's get the evidence on the telly so that dispatches, for example, look at the scenario. Let's get it on Panorama. Let's do an hour-long documentary about whether we are living in a benevolent fascist state, or whether, I mean, it ties in with what I was saying over the last 18 months, 2 years, that we need to know what the problem is, talk about the solutions to that problem, and then implement those solutions. If we can't discuss whether we are living in a fascist state or not, what is the point of television? I mean, I can keep doing this all day long, but it's not going to get much. You know, I'm not confident that I'm going to get 1 million people watching this video, because it's dry, it's boring, But if we don't talk about the problems, talk about the solutions, and then find out how we're going to implement those solutions, what's the point? So, you know, let's get this channel up to 1 million views. I think I'm up to less than 3,000 views at the moment. Let's make that 300,000. Let's make it 3 million. Because I'm talking about issues that will affect every single one of us. Whether we're British or American or Chinese or whoever. We're going to need to debate these issues. We're going to debate how we're going to reform the political system, how we're going to reform the voting system. What are we going to do to fix it all? Anyway, let's end the part 2. I'll leave it there. Spread the word. Just keep spreading the word, talking to your mates and what have you. And then maybe we'll get some progress. But don't lose hope, keep the faith, and unite behind a common message. Simple. Yep. No, neither's mine, mate. Alright, I'll leave it there.